Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Wichita Wind Surge and the Springfield Cardinals. The Wind Surge look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Matthew Liberatore is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of the...
So next to bat will be Marshall Dotson. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Washington finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. We've played an inning, still nothing. Second inning set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder, Jonathan Washington.
Stay hot.
Washington.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot down the line in left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
So now into the box is Connor Capel, set to lead off the home half of the second. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that's in there, base hit.
Leadoff knock right there, Dan. How frustrating is it to...
Digging in will be Jonathan Washington. Runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
1-1.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Here's the 1-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location
2 and 2.
over and over and over.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 2-2. Here it is. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
The payoff pitch.
Hey, let's go now. One time.
And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Stepping in once again is Jose Miranda, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Hey, we're patient up there.
Pulls this one in the air out to
Come
left.
on, come on, come on.
And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local station. Now to the plate, here is number 26. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. A ball that's carrying. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Well, the key to hitting triples is being aggressive right out of the box.
Next up is Jonathan Washington.
Jonathan Washington.
First pitch on its way. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
There we go.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
2 and
2
1.
balls, 1 strike.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball.
Right here,
Just
let's
needs
go,
to slow
kid.
his delivery down a bit.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Jonathan Washington will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
1-1.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
Hey, let's go, kid. What's time here?
And it's fouled away. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, his 2nd of the game as they move on top 4-0.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a...
Jonathan Washington stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one.
Hey, 1 time, right now.
First pitch of the AB now. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Wheel, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Drive it right here.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1 home.
Nice and patient, one at a time.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit. No. Next to dig in, Raider Escanio. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on.
Well, I'm kind of running out of words to describe how incredible this winning streak has become. Every win just cements their legendary status, and it's not even over yet.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Wichita took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Lewis Thorpe takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Matthew Liberatore couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show.
Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me on the podcast today. Jim, do you think this two-way experiment can work?
Well, it's difficult. You know, it's interesting to take a look at, but there's a reason this doesn't get tried very often, is that it's very hard to be a big league hitter. It's very hard to be a big league pitcher. When you're trying to do both at the same time, it really increases that degree of difficulty. I always think of a guy like Dave Winfield, who was probably the best two-way player. You know, he's drafted in football and basketball, too. Unbelievable athlete coming out of Minnesota. And the Padres took him right almost at the top of the draft. He'd struck out 15 in his last College World Series game, and they didn't even mess around with it. They just put him in the big league. They put him in the big leagues, but immediately as a hitter. So it'll be interesting. It can work, but it's that much harder than trying to just make it as a one-way player.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Wichita Wind Surge and the Springfield Cardinals. The Wind Surge look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Tink Hence out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at it.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jonathan. Washington. He went deep last night twice.
Washington.
Oh, it's sitting on something right here.
First pitch of the AB now. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits. So now here is Jonathan Washington looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat.
Washington.
First pitch on its way.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
Wheel on second. Sabato is over at first with 1 away. And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Ned. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful.
Striding in is Jonathan Washington. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
2-0 now. No outs, nobody on. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. Jose Miranda will be next. There's ball four. Now at the plate, Jose.